Hello everybody. So, welcome to the group, to all the new people who are here for my free challenge, how to earn 2 to 5k a month, and welcome to everybody else. If you're catching this live, please do put a little comment going below saying live, hashtag live. If you're catching this on the replay, please do say hashtag replay so that I know who's seen it. Now, this training is like a pre-training for the 3 days. I am packing in a lot of stuff, but I want to get you to the point where you're earning more. Okay, so I realize there's a little bit to do. So what we're going to do, what we're looking at is we're looking at how to build a business that earns 2 to 5k a month, low cost, low time, low energy. Okay, so that it fits into your life. So how do I know what these steps are? How come do other people not talk about these steps? I think one of the reasons is a lot of people are absolutely fixated on getting you to 10k, but the strategies are different. That's really important for you to know. 2 and 5k are actually slightly different, but it's a journey. You know, moving up to the 2 and moving from the 2 to the 5. So these strategies work all the way through there. It's just a slight transition. But from 5k up, especially when we're talking about 10k months, we're talking about a very different cost structure. We're talking about a very different marketing structure. We're talking about very different systems. It is really different. So that's what I'm talking about. How do I know? I know because I've been a healer and coach 21 years. So I've been running my own business and I've restarted it multiple times as well for multiple reasons. So I know what it takes and I also know how different it is now. So that's one thing. Secondly, over the 21 years, I've seen loads of people start their businesses or try all sorts of different options, and so I can tell you what did and didn't work for them. Hey Ellie, nice to see you. And the other thing, of course, is my members of my business club. I've actually run business programs for some years, but especially watching the members of my business club and what's working for them. I think that's how I've fine-tuned it down to these 10 steps. So I'm going to take you through these 10 steps, and then I'm also going to take you through. So these are the 10 steps, but within that are the 3 things that I feel you need to know what you've got to do. And those are the 3 things that I will then be taking you through on the free challenge. Don't forget that on the free challenge, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to win all sorts of prizes. We're talking audits, one-to-ones, all sorts of stuff. So keep your eye open for those. The prizes will be to the people who are most engaged and to the people who share most. Hey, Joanna, I'm so glad you're here, Joanna. This is perfect. Right, yes, so that was the other thing I was going to say. The other thing I was going to say is I've been having to think about how to get you to the point where you're earning 2 to 5k. So we've got today's training. We've got the 3 days of the challenge. So that is going to be training at 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to try and keep that training really short. So I'm trying to keep it from 30 to 40 minutes max because I know that fits in. I know that you can manage to fit that in. And then in the evening is going to be your chance to ask me questions about your business. So that's going to be a Facebook Live from 7 to 8 o'clock each night. So you get a chance to ask me questions. Hey Felicia, lovely to see you. So in order to get the best out of the training, obviously you need to watch these 10 steps. Also, over the next few days, I'm going to be dropping in the opportunity to get some freebies. I have a fab, it's very gorgeous, I really love it, social media shizzle checklist. And I also have created a preparation list. Now this preparation list is what you can be doing in between now and the free challenge starting. Because I know that some of you are ready now, some of you won't be ready. You've got the kids going back to school next week, and actually even next week with the kids going back to school, there's quite a lot going on. If you have kids in secondary school, there's testing to do and there's all sorts of shenanigans. So that's why I'm not running it next week. But you will have plenty to do with this preparation stuff that will also get you ready to make sure you're really, really ready. Right. So now you know heading towards, let's talk through the 10 steps to earning 2 to 5k. Right. Step 1, I've already talked about, and we will be talking about this on the training. You need to choose strategies that are right for that price point. So you need to choose strategies that will get you to 2 to 5k, so price point strategies that will get you to 2 to 5k, but also strategies that work for you within that. So that is the first thing. Don't be running off and buying courses or programs that are not right for your current situation and your current journey, because business is a journey, and you can go fast, but you do need to go through the journey. Okay, and anybody who suggests that you can go from nothing to 10, 20, 30k months, it just doesn't happen. And the reason I'm very passionate about this is it doesn't really matter if a coach makes that mistake generally, but your mums or parents or dads, we've got some dads in here, and so it does matter, because you need reliable money. So you don't want to go to 10k months and then go and then nothing. Okay, so number 1 is choose strategies that work for your situation and for getting you to the 2 to 5k. And we will go through that on the training. Number 2, keep your costs low. Okay, cost management is key, because you're only going for 2 to 5k. Right, we're not looking at, and that costs change dramatically above that. Tax changes dramatically as you go up. Right, so just want you to bear in mind, keep your costs low. So we're not talking about high cost situations and scenarios. We're not talking about high cost websites, high cost membership things. We're not talking about high cost training. Later on down the line, you may consider some training from me. My training is orientated towards people who want to earn 2 to 5k, and therefore it is priced as such. And I'm very strict on how much you should spend on training or personal development. Don't think that it should be over 5 to 10% of your planned income. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is build your systems so that you don't lose any sales, and it reduces how much time everything takes. It's worth slugging your guts out for a couple of weeks to get your systems in place, so that then further on down the line it's not going to take you as much time, right? It's the one time it's worth kind of really slugging your guts out for a period of time. It's so important that your systems are set up so you don't lose sales. And it's so easy to miss this. I went through my stuff the other day. I thought, there's one of my books that's for sale. I was like, it's really surprising nobody's buying my book. No, it's because the system wasn't set up right. When I joined TikTok, I looked at, in the end, I must have looked at least 8 different TikTok coaches. Every single one had a system issue when I tried to buy their program. Madness. And I do tend to go, people do tend to think, okay, the system's wrong, therefore they're not that good at what they're doing, or the system's wrong, therefore they don't care about the sale. They think all sorts of things if the system's not right. Right. The next step. So when I say you've got different strategies, one of the things I'm going to take you through on the 3-day training is moving up. So when you're moving up to the 2k from nothing, you're moving from one-to-ones transactionally that you're chasing constantly to packages, so packs of one-to-ones, to transformational programs. That's what you're moving towards. So this is looking at your journey again that I was talking about. Whereas when we start looking at 5k months, what we're looking at is online courses, group programs, memberships, or you can have high level VIP programs as well. But I tend to encourage the memberships, group programs and online courses. It depends on your setup very much. All of this depends on what works for you, your family and your goals. Okay. Step 5. Step 5, because we're looking at low cost, is organic marketing. Now this I'm going to go through on day 3 of the training. What is organic marketing? That term is thrown around all over the place. What do you actually have to do for organic marketing? What on earth does it actually mean? There are courses, huge courses, that overcomplicate this massively. It's not. We're going to go through simply put, what organic marketing is. So, how do you organically attract in clients without paying for it? That's organic marketing. How do we do that? An important part of that is step 6. Now, this is part of the journey side of things. Step 6 is making sure that you find a way to keep up your vibe and keep your self-care. It's not just about your positive thinking. So from a law of attraction perspective, there's more to it than just your positive thinking and your mindset. There is also your inner battery, and you can't let that either. Okay, and that's because you're going to be doing organic marketing. Other term for that, distraction marketing. How you feel about yourself, how you feel comes across. So step 6 is to make sure that you keep your vibe and your battery up, which of course you can do with a supportive partner. You can do by creating a buddy system, or you can do more expensive one-to-one coaching, or you can do group programs. I'm a huge fan of group programs. They're just one of those things. Step 7. Step 7 is don't miss opportunities. Now, at the moment, I'm in a huge Facebook group that I've been trawling to check things out, to really look at what's going on. And I can't tell you how many people in there are missing opportunities to sell their services or programs or products. And that's because their social media shizzle is not sorted, right? Hence, I have a checklist for you. They are not learning to repurpose. So their social media is all over the place. They've got no plan to it, and they're not making the most of the fact that there are multiple platforms that they can just repurpose to. So we are going to talk about that on day 3. Easy repurposing and social media shizzling sorting out. The other thing is they don't have a clear message. Now that we're covering on day 1. And so if you don't have a clear message, if somebody goes and stalks your profile or your Facebook page and they're not clear in an instant about your message, they're going to piss off. Then they're not going to spend the time trying to work out, what does this person do? They really aren't. So that's what we're going to talk about at day 1, because that's key to not missing out on opportunities. And actually, I think you have a responsibility to this at a soul level, to make sure that people recognize that you can help them. Okay? And then, of course, and part of this not missing opportunities is being able to do good, confident, non-pushy sales. Sales is part of business. And if you're not willing to do strategy, planning, financial management, marketing and sales, then you're torturing yourself because your business is going to be hard work. So good, confident, non-pushy sales is required in order to not miss any opportunities, and we are going to talk about that as well. We've got so much to talk about. That's why I'm giving you a pre-warning about how actually we've got to talk about. Step 8. Step 8 is to remember that your current clients are fabulous and you keep nurturing your current clients, but you always need to keep warming up and connecting with potentials and helping them along their journey. Never resent the fact that currently they're not ready, but constantly warming up and so on is part of the journey. Okay, you can't just sit back on your laurels and go, well, I've got one client now, because you need some more in the waiting room, so to speak. Step 9. This one, some of you are going to struggle with, and it's ironic because it's not the businessy side one. Step 9. If you want to really earn, tell me in the comments, do you really want to earn 2 to 5k a month? Would you really love to earn 2 to 5k a month? And are you really willing to do what it takes? This is not a hard thing, I'm going to tell you. It's not an awful thing. It's not a terrible thing. But it's sometimes a really challenging thing. So are you willing to do this? That's the question. And how willing are you to take on step 9? That's the question. Are you willing? So if you're watching this on the replay, or anybody who's watching it, just say, yes, I am willing. Oh, it's frozen. Oh no. Let me just check on here. Irene, hello. Mine says that it's okay. Let me just check on my thingy and see. And I'm getting messages. So Irene, it might just, not Irene, Ellie, it might be just frozen for you. And it's not frozen on my computer, so I'm hoping, oh, it's back now. Good. Okie dokie. So, step 9. Step 9 to making 2 to 5k reliably every month is stop trying to help everyone. That's it. Stop trying to help everyone. Because if you're trying to help everyone, you're going to help no one, including yourself, because you will not earn the money. You need to believe that you deserve to be paid well in return for not helping everyone, not fixing the whole world, just fixing your contracted portion of the world that you're here to fix, that it's your destiny to help. That is step 9. This is crucial because this also affects your marketing. It affects everything. Stop trying to help everyone with every single thing you possibly could. And we're going to talk about this on day 1. And I have a download for you. So when I send you the preparatory task, you're going to have a little bit of a download that's going to really help you with that step because it's really important. And finally, step 10. Finally, step 10. What do I see happens? What's the biggest thing that stops people when they've got it all in place, right? They've got everything in place. They're all ready to earn that money. What stops it happening at that point is not staying focused, not seeing it through. That's step 10. Step 10 is because you've managed to keep your vibe and your battery all sorted, because you've managed to follow all of these steps, you've got your clear marketing, you've got your systems in place, you've got everything in place. Every day you need to find a way to stay focused and on track. Whether you can do that yourself or you find something that keeps you focused and on track, and you need to see it through. And that's often what happens, is that we don't see it through. We freak out. We get too tired, so we freak out. We run something, but then when we don't close at the end, we have a chat with somebody, but we don't see it through. We run a challenge, but we don't see it through. We do all sorts of things, but we just wimp out at the end. Consistency, determination, seeing it through. That is 10. Stay focused, see it through. So that is your 10 steps to earn reliably 2 to 5k, to create a business that can reliably, step 10, Irene, I know, that can reliably earn you 2 to 5k. And I am really passionate about this because I know that 2 to 5k can take a huge amount of pressure off of you, a huge amount of pressure off the family. It can make a massive, massive difference. I am really passionate about the 2 to 5kers. It's all very well the people who've managed to struggle to there, who then managed to get onto the 10k a month programs and all the rest of it. But you guys who actually would be really happy with just earning this, you deserve it, and I'm passionate about getting you there. So I hope you can see how really excited I am about this training. I definitely lost connection. Oh, there we go, I'm back in. Hope you can see how really passionate I am about this training, how many people I really, really, really want to help. Look, I'm not daft. There is going to be something at the end of there that I just might think a few of you are going to really want, but actually numbers are going to be limited. This is not going to be a massive sales fest. So you can safely invite into the group and bring in anybody you know who's got a business that's either earning nothing or they're struggling to get up to that reliable 2 to 5k a month, or they've to and fro in. So they're getting those 10k months, but they're just not getting them constantly. So actually it's just too much up and down. Please do invite them in because it's going to be a jam-packed week and I'm really excited. Right then, make sure notifications are switched on in the group because you don't want to miss anything. The screen is doing a weird repeat facial expression. Oh no. I hate. Oh right. Okay, yes it is. I can see that. Goodness. Oh, I think I'm back though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Facebook, what is your problem today? I think it could actually be the problem of the fact that I know that my husband and my son are doing a photo astronomical thingamajiggy with a pile of photos. Hopefully that stopped. Hopefully it's better. Somebody tell me it's better. Anyway, yes, please do make sure you switch notifications on because I'm going to be dropping some goodies into the group that you want, and I'm going to be dropping some preparatory tasks into the group. Really sorry about Facebook. I have like the best fibre network here. So I'm really hoping that that's working. I will, because there's been some issues, I will try and write up these 10 steps as well for you and stick them into a checklist. See you soon, guys. Take care.